Hello there, how are we doing, folks?
It might not help you in the championship standings, but it definitely helps to build your reputation.
Rockstar Pool 69 with episode number 5, season 1 of our Force India career mode here at the Baku City Circuit for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And you can see that all the stuff we should have got, we didn't get the rear downforce. So it's nice to see that some things never change. Pricks. But we got the front downforce and we got the weight reduction as well. And looks like the weather is going to be really nice for Azerbaijan. Could be a threat of rain towards the end there. We'll have to wait and see. There's our contract. In the last race of this contract, we'll see if we can get a better deal when we go to the next event, the Spanish Grand Prix. So looking hunky-dory, as good as roses, we shall say. So let's have a look at the R&D. There's our durability upgrades. Nice. There's our improved age styles, and there we go, our front downforce. We didn't get the rear wing flap, so that's something we need to work on, definitely. But we'll have to wait to purchase that on the way. I do know we want to get some stuff for Monaco, because Monaco is up and coming. So without further ado, I think we should go take a look at the championship standings, don't you think? I think we should as well. Lewis Hamilton leads the way with 69 points from Valtteri Bottas, Sebastian Vettel, Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, Pierre Gasly. Then comes myself and Sergio in 7 and 8, followed by Danny Rick and Nico Hulkenberg, the top 10. And in the constructors, Mercedes lead the way from Ferrari, Red Bull then Racing Point, Renault and Haas with McLaren on 1 point. Everyone else yet to score. So there's our trophies, 10th, 5th, and we got a 9th in China. So we're off to go and get practice then, and get this bad boy qualified. It should be good around Baku, but you never ever know. And then we will see you guys on the other side for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Should be a doozy.
Good afternoon and welcome to Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history, with controversy behind the safety car, last-second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. So let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Baku City Circuit then, an unpredictable 3.7-mile track around the streets of the Azerbaijan capital. 20 turns for our drivers to navigate today, including the infamous Turn 8, one of the tightest and most challenging corners of the season. Alongside me once again for coverage of today's race, it's none other than the great Anthony Davidson. Now, can I talk to you about Sebastian Vettel? They're in for a tough race today. They'll be starting out of position due to a penalty from earlier in the weekend.
It's unfortunate, but it happens to everyone at some point. You just have to accept your fate, knuckle down and get on with the business of making up that deficit during the Grand Prix. So they'll be pushing hard today, one to watch for sure.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Poole, Bottas, Sergio Perez, and Verstappen, Vettel, Butler, Hulkenberg, and Roman Grosjean. Raikkonen, Ricciardo, George Russell and Albon, Gasly, Norris, Lucas Faber and Antonio Giovinazzi. Kvyat and Robert Kubica takes the last spot on the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
We have a rocket ship of a car. It may not be fast in a straight line, but it's getting through these corners pretty darn quick. We actually qualified P4, but because of a penalty to Sebastian Vettel, we're P3 on the grid with only Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton in front of us. So this is going to be fan-dabby-doos. One stop for this race, off the soft tyre onto the medium tyre for the rest of the race. And yeah, honestly folks, this is going to be a good one. Can we get our first podium in this Force India. We're already dreaming of that. So maybe we can win, who knows, but let's get into it, folks. Yeah, so here we go then, folks, for the running of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. From third on the grid, 5 red lights are out, it's lights out, away we go. And it is a fantastic start already from Charles Leclerc. We're being swamped by Bottas already. We're just diving down the inside of Falter. Thank you very much, we'll have that back off you. You don't mind if you give us that position. And you see what Leclerc is fighting Hamilton at the front there, so we might have a chance here if they fight each other pretty hard down the back straight here, side by side, the Ferrari and the Mercedes of the young Monegasque driver Charles Leclerc. He's going to take the lead from Lewis Hamilton. He's locked it up and he's put Hamilton in the wall almost. That's going to give us a look down into turn 4 maybe. If we get some momentum going, we might sneak him around the outside. I think that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to have a go into turn number 5. Big time braking zone. Have we got him? Yes, we have. Here we go. Oh, and Hamilton goes around. Aggressive goes around. Oh, that's going to help us out a little bit. There's only Charles Leclerc in front of us. We're P2 for crying out loud, coming into the castle section. And look how tight turn 8 is. That is incredible. You go right up into the sun. There's the old part of the city there. But my God, we're second already. I would like to point out we did not touch Hamilton. Hamilton just lost it under his own power. No way that's even possible, as we give the curb a little bit of a jab there through whatever turn that was. I think it was turn 16. Maybe no, it's not. That's turn 6. That's turn 15. But if we've got any chance of beating this Ferrari today, it's just not going to happen, because that Ferrari's gone already. But Bottas has come into second place, and he's got Sebastian Vettel for company. He's going for the fight for P4. Sorry, P3 on the track. I do apologise. Vettel is 4th, and Vettel's got past him with the greatest of ease. That's without the DRS here. It's all kicking off at the back there. One of the Renaults are fighting with one of the Haas. I think it's Hulkenberg and Butler. It certainly is Hulkenberg and Butler for P8 on the track here. Is the German driver going to get that move done? Let's see if they go side by side into turn number 1. Oh, they're still side by side on the apex. Butler's giving Hulkenberg no favours there, and he's going to maintain the position. Meanwhile, though, this car is under braking. It's understeering bad, but in a straight line, it's pretty darn good, I'd say. There's going to be no quarter given here, but we're trying to catch Charles Leclerc like anything as we go deep into turn 7 again. Now watch turn. We found the key to taking turn 8 here, and that's the key to taking it. It's really narrow in there as we go through turn 9 and 10, the castle section, and now up the hill to the highest point on the circuit. It's Sebastian Vettel chasing us down as we fling it through these little kinks. And then into, oh dear me, excuse me. We've got to give that curb a little bit more respect than we're actually giving it as we come getting ready. This is the last corner through. It's absolutely flat out to turn 1. Even through this chicane coming up, it's flat out. But these tyres are not going well. So what we're actually going to try and do is we're actually going to try and undercut it. Oh, you can see the tyres are already. That was the signal I said. That's enough. Bad enough there. So we're coming in for a pit stop this lap. We're going to get the mediums on right now. Let's try it. A little bit of a different idea here, because on the mediums this car is lightning. So we're going to try and undercut and see if we can get close to Leclerc. I don't think it'll happen, but you never know. It's actually a couple laps also earlier than we should have come in. The tyre wear is horrible. There's Lewis Hamilton, he's last. I don't think Lewis Hamilton's also going to be very happy with me. But he span on his own self. He didn't need my help to spin him. Now, while we're in the pits, this happens. We've got Ricciardo and Raikkonen fighting side by side here in turn number 1. That's who's that behind them? I think that's Devon Butler behind us. So Ricciardo's now into P7. This is Grosjean fighting with Alexander Albon, the Thai driver. This is a P10 on the track. His teammate is somewhere behind him, and I think sorry, that's Giovinazzi. I do apologise. Not Grosjean. That's the wrong car. Here's his teammate. He's right behind this fight between George Russell and Lucas Weber for P15. He might get into it 3 wide down the back straight. It is going to be 3 wide. Look at that Russian go. That torpedo has absolutely done the pair of them, I think. They're still 3 wide into turn 1. Sort that out, boys. That's not going to work. Oh, Kvyat's got Weber, definitely, but will he get George Russell in that powerful Mercedes engine? He won't, because the Mercedes is disappearing. And so it's Honda against Renault. Down the back straight between Kvyat and Weber. And it looks like the German's going to just hold on with Robert Kubica coming into the picture. Now back to Grosjean, Raikkonen and Ricciardo, and it looks like we've got some Ferrari on Ferrari violence here as Grosjean sneaks it down the inside of Raikkonen. I remember when I came here for season 1 of F1 2018, Raikkonen absolutely dicked the field. And I mean properly dicked the field. That was probably the most hilarious race we'd ever done. But we're now giving chase here. We can give chase to Hamilton and hook onto the back of him. We might be able to sneak a bit of an undercut on Leclerc. Not take the win from Leclerc, but certainly sneak an undercut. And that's what we're going to be doing. Is up at the front here. We've got Sebastian Vettel and Valtteri Bottas fighting for P2 on the track. And the more they fight, the more that's going to help my cause out. But Bottas has got a rocket ship under him. And he's easily past the 4-time champion of the world. Speaking of almost past, he's almost in the wall, is Roman Grosjean trying to pass Kimi Raikkonen for P8. That could have ended nastily for Grosjean, but he's got the move done. Giovinazzi coming up quickly behind his more experienced Finnish teammate. As we go to, who's that? That is Gasly. He's had an atrocious start. He's down in P13. He's passing Lando Norris here for P12. The runner-up in the GP2 Championship to George Russell. That's in real life, not on the game. Oh, there was a move there. I think that was Weber and Webber. Sorry, Russell having a go. I'm sure we'll see that momentarily. But meanwhile, with this action, that Honda's got some power down the back straight, and it looks like he's going to get the job done over Lando Norris to move Pierre Gasly, the man Gasly, into P12. Speaking of, here it comes Lucas Weber. He's fighting with George Russell there. Somehow, I think Russell's managed to get past here. I don't know how, but move Weber into the position, and you got Danny Kvyat right behind him, and I think we'll stay with this, or unless we're going to cut to someone else. No, we're going to be staying with this. Let's see if George Russell gets the jump back to go the outside of turn 3. That's good actually, because if you get the momentum, you got the pass done easily, and he has got it done. Let's see if Kvyat can do the same to Weber, and he does. So move Mr. Weber back a couple of positions there. That's a bit unlucky on his part. Meanwhile, we're catching the back of Lewis Hamilton. We're actually catching the back of this train. That was all pre-recorded stuff. This is live as we go to, who is that at the front here? I cannot see for the life of me. Might be Sergio. Yes, it's Sergio Perez fighting with Max Verstappen for P4. So you can see the Force India's got some pace this weekend, because Sergio's on it as Max locks his left front up badly. And who's going to have the DRS going down to turn 3? It looks like it's going to be... It looks like Perez has got it. Yes, Perez has got it. Let's see if he can steal the march and retain P4. Yes, he does. So keep him in P4 as we go to, I believe that is Kimi Raikkonen with Roman Grosjean. They're still fighting here, these two. That is going to be side by side into turn 1. Will the Finn get him easily? Thank you very much, says Kimi. He'll take that position as we go to Giovinazzi, fighting with Alex Albon and Pierre Gasly for P10. You watch Gasly. I think Gasly's going to try and jump him. We might go 3 wide. 3 wide into turn 1. I think we're going to do that. No, we're not. But look at Gasly. He's trying to use his junior teammate to push him through here. But instead he's dicked his junior teammate up, and Giovinazzi's kept that position. That was not very useful. As now look at this melee here. This is Hamilton. Oh, look at that. He's going to get Kubica with the greatest of ease. Will he get any more positions? Because that's Lucas Weber and Danny Kvyat in front of him. I think he is, you know. I give him mad respect. Yeah, but he hasn't. He didn't take anyone there. It looks like Kvyat's taken Weber though, so let's see if Weber can defend from Robert Kubica down to turn 3. He might have to worry about Lewis Hamilton here. We're looking at the wrong view there, Mr. Director. You want to be looking at another view. 3 wide down into turn 3. Go on, Lewis. Lewis Hamilton's going to go around the outside of them all. That's incredible. What a move by Lewis Hamilton. That's incredible. We're there. We're right with Weber. We're continuing where we picked up from China. And we're going to overtake Weber, I think, for P19. Sorry, P18, I do apologise. And we're right behind Robert Kubica going into the castle section. You don't want to be side by side into the castle section, although we have seen a video from one of the people that I do watch, Arava. He's had side by side into the castle section. That didn't work. We've got yellow flags up ahead. Something's gone on. I don't know what's going on here. What is going on? That's a man Gasly. I think he's retired from the race. So there's a spot. Pierre Gasly out of this session. So, yeah. Now, let's see if we can get Mr. Kubica down to the main straight here as we go to Kimi Raikkonen. He's still fighting with Roman Grosjean. No, he's not. Grosjean's going to the pits. It's Giovinazzi that's going to take advantage here of the Iceman. Oh, he's not going to like that. Move Giovinazzi up into P4 because the pit stops are happening at this occasion. So let's see if we can jump Leclerc, or at least keep ahead of Bottas, as we go to George Russell with Danny Kvyat. Where is Danny Kvyat? You're looking at the wrong view. There he is. Easily passed with that Honda power. So move him up into whatever position that is going to be. We haven't got it all the data here. We don't have that facility. Speaking of passes, here comes that pass from myself on Robert Kubica. Again, looking at the wrong view. And there we go, swooping around the outside. That's P pass. We haven't got the foggiest as Weber and Butler go at it from GP2. It's more GP2 on GP2 action here, and move Butler up a position as we go back to Giovinazzi and Raikkonen. You can bet Raikkonen is going to be pissed. He wants P4 back, and he wants it back very quickly. I think it's Sergio behind. No, it's not. That's Danny Kvyat, and he has going to got P4 back, so move Raikkonen back in front of his less experienced teammate there. Whew, that's amazing. So we're up at a P10 now thanks to the pit stops. I don't know where everyone's cycled out. But I'm pretty sure Leclerc has kept his position. And if you look very carefully at the minimap, I think that's one of the Mercedes in front of me. So I think Bottas has jumped me. So at best we're fighting for P4-3 here, which would still be good. That's still a podium. But remember, to get our objective, we've got to be second or third and have the fastest lap. And we both know, we all know, that third and the fastest lap is not going to happen. Speaking of not going to happen, we got a DRS on George Russell here, coming down the main straight. Well, we don't exactly know, because right behind us is Sebastian Vettel trying to get past Robert Kubica. This would be for I would imagine this would be for P11, and that was done with the greatest of ease. Someone there in the pit, so move him up a position. In fact, we're up in a P7 now, while the pit stops. In fact, no, there's Bottas. So Bottas has done the overcut on us. That's not very helpful. So we've definitely lost the position out to Bottas. We kept him one ahead of Vettel, which I'm surprised at, as we go side by side with George Russell, the GP2 champion, into turn 3, and that was easy. Now, George, if you wouldn't mind holding that Ferrari up behind me, we're going to go chase after Bottas here. I don't know who it is in front of Bottas. It looks like one of the Haas cars, or maybe one of the McLarens. Can't tell from this far back. I think it is one of the McLarens. So that could be Lando Norris. In fact, it is Lando Norris in that McLaren, and Bottas is on a charge. We're going to have to try and stick with him and stay a second within him here. Because if we don't, then, well, second's going to be off the table. And we kind of need second for those extra resource points going into Monaco. because I'd rather have a lot of downforce going into the Monaco Grand Prix, and we're trying everything in our power to keep that as we go to Sebastian Vettel. He's going to try and pass on George Russell down at turn 16. Yes, he is. That's the aggressive AI for you. In fact, he didn't even make it. Fair play to Russell. He's going to stick his ground. Now, we are second behind Bottas. The answer to that question is, well, we don't know. Vettel's going to have another go on Russell, though. And, whoa! He almost got in the wall, and Russell was very robust with his defending there. If I was Sebastian, I wouldn't have taken that. I would smack him back in his place. But thank you very much. And here comes Kubica doing bits on his teammate. Oh, somebody's lost something there. What was that? Something just flew off one of these cars here. I think it was off one of the Williams in front of me here. They're still side by side. The Williams are fighting each other. We're looking at the wrong view there, Mr. Cameraman. Thank you. That's an even worse view, thank you. As one of the Haas's goes flying past that. I think that was Devon Butler. Yeah, I think it was Devon Butler. As up at the... Well, there's behind me now. Sergio Perez is going to have a go at Max Verstappen. Where is Verstappen? Well, there he is. That was a late move. High, wide and handsome. He's going to go. Thank you very much. No, still there. If you stay there, Sergio, you're going to get him down into turn 3 to play your cards, right? That's a fantastic scrap. These two have been scrapping all races. Going to go down the inside, and that's going to be easy. Thank you very much, says Sergio. Move him up in position. That's going to be P8 for him. As the Renaults are now going to start fighting each other. That's Danny Rick and Nico Hülkenberg side by side down to turn 1. Renault on Renault. Ricciardo's going to get his man. Danny Rick is going to get his man. And thank you, move him into P10. The last of the points paying positions, although it will be higher once the two Williamses have decided that they want to pit and get it. But this might not be over between these two, as we see Sergio going past Verstappen again. I don't think this is over. It's not over. Hülkenberg wants the position back, or is that Ricciardo? I haven't a clue. Those two Renaults are so... There is Hülkenberg around the outside, and thank you very much. He'll take P10. Back off Danny Rick. No quarter given, no anything else given between the pair of them as we go to Is that Valtteri? No, that's Lewis Hamilton on Antonio Giovinazzi on P14. So this is a bit of a recovery drive from Lewis here to try and get into the points. But thank you, says Lewis. He'll be up into P14. And who is that coming out of the pits? That's the other Alfa Romeo coming in. That's Raikkonen, I do believe. He's gonna have a crack at him here. Down into turn 3. This should be a no contest. Yeah, around the outside. There's loads of traction around the outside. It should make that work. And when we go external to the city, it should find that Hamilton in front of Antonio Giovinazzi and Kimi Raikkonen. So fair play on that move. Meanwhile, we've lost Bottas and we're gaining a Vettel. Vettel is coming, and he is coming pretty quickly after passing George Russell. That is not the kind of scenario we needed. Excuse me, because Vettel is the car we don't want. As we go to now, it's going to be Perez, Kubica, and Verstappen somewhere here. They're behind the Haas here. We're looking at the wrong fight as normal. And there we go, we're looking at the right fight now, and that's going to be side by side George Russell and Sergio Perez into turn 2. Russell's going to have DRS, but I'm not sure how good that's going to be against the power of that Mercedes in the the Racing Point car. I'm so used to Force India. And he'll maintain that position. Around the outside, we'll go for Verstappen, and Russell got very loose on the exit of turn 3, and Russell's lost 2 places there. So they'll give chase to the Haas as the two Renaults keep their scrap going. This is now for P9 after Kubica pitted. So it will be for P8 when George Russell finally gets the act together. And side by side into turn 1, Danny Rick on the outside of Nico Hülkenberg. If he stays there, Hülkenberg will lose that position to Danny Rick. Let's see what happens down the back straight here. It's side by side. Fantastic action from the pair of them here. And I think that is a job done. Ricciardo past Hulkenberg there. As we go to the two Alfa Romeos of Giovinazzi and Raikkonen with Lando. Is that Lando or is that... No, yes, that is Lando behind them. This is for P13 now. They're going to be 3 wide, I think, into turn 1, though. They're not quite yet. There's the pit in Robert Kubica. In fact, yeah, that's Raikkonen maintaining the position. Let's see if... Sorry, it was gained the position from Giovinazzi. So how did Giovinazzi get past him then? We'll never know as we look at the Toro Rossos here. They're fighting each other. Alex Albon and Danny Kvyat. They're getting pretty close to that action. Meanwhile, at the front here, Bottas is on a charge. We're losing about a second a lap to Bottas. And Vettel should be... In fact, Vettel is right on our gearbox. We've lost 3 seconds to Vettel in that sector. This should be a no contest if he's got DRS. He should be seeing him on the outside. Yes, he will. Side by side with the 4-time champion of the world. Oh, there's a bit of wheel banging. A bit more wheel banging. We're not having that. You can have some of that back. Yeah, you didn't like that, did you? Yeah. Take a bit of your medicine. Maybe you like it as we go to Perez, Verstappen. We got Devon Butler, Daniel Ricciardo, Nico Hulkenberg. They've all joined the fight here. This could be 3-4 wide down the front straight. I hope it's not, because this is not going to end well as one of them decides now. I've had enough, you're alright. In fact, Perez is going to maintain. I think Verstappen's maintained. That's Butler. Then you got Ricciardo and Hulkenberg. Butler's going to have a go down the inside of turn 2. That's ambitious. He's going to lose out to the Renaults there. I think we're going to have to rejoin that because Norris is going to have a go at Kimi Raikkonen. Sorry, Antonio Giovinazzi here. That's for P14. I'd love to know what's going on with Butler and the 2 Renaults. That would be an awesome fight. Alex Albon right behind them for 16th place. We're losing our voice here. The action has been absolutely incredible. I don't know what to say. In fact, he's going to lose a position here is Giovinazzi to Alex Albon. He may lose one to Danny Kvyat right behind him. And around the outside will go Albon. And thank you very much, says the young Toro Rosso driver. Meanwhile, it's a bit loaded up. Vettel has the fastest lap of the race, mainly because he had the DRS off me. The cheeky swine. Hostilities may be renewed in a second. I do hope not. I think the best we can hope for now is P3. If we lose P4 to Sebastian, I will not be a very happy bunny. But you can see we've got the measure of him in a straight, so I wonder if he's nursing some damage. Speaking of nursing something, Devon Butler's got Ricciardo, we got Hulkenberg, Hamilton, and Grosjean behind him. We're looking at the wrong car here as the Renault goes past there. Actually, this is a Haas here, isn't it? Yeah, Jack and Jones is a Haas, so there goes the 2 Renaults. And oh, what's his name? Grosjean, that's his name. I forgot his name then for a second. Who is Roman Grosjean? Excellent question. Said nobody in particular. I think Hamilton's gonna. So I think Butler has lost out to everybody there. So he's gone from 7th to 11th in the space of 2 straights. Incredible. Speaking of going from down a position, Giovinazzi is no, that's Norris and Raikkonen. Norris actually caught Raikkonen. That's impressive for P13. Sorry, P12, I do apologise. Will he complete the move? Raikkonen has the inside line, but Norris will have the DRS down the back straight. And look at the power of that Renault engine. That Renault is giving him some grunt. DRS wide open. You can see the flap of the back of the rear wing helping him along to reduce the drag. And thank you very much. Now this fight was going on. Alex Albon, Giovinazzi and Danny Kvyat. We might be going 3 wide down the front straight with 2 Toro Rossos in the... Oh, look at that! Giovinazzi blocked him off big time there. They're all defending like mad from each other, and that's only going to end one way, and that one way is with everyone in the wall. what action here at Baku. This long straight does give a hell of a lovely bit of action. As he starts defending again from the two Toro Rossos. You may see one idling up the outside here. There you go, that's Albon. And move him up to P14. And meanwhile, it's still lonely at the front here. We actually seem to be dropping Sebastian. So I wonder if Sebastian's, in us getting back past him, suffered some damage. If he did, that was his own fault, because we were wheel banging down the front straight. And that's not what this sport is about. It's not about wheel banging, as Perez and Verstappen continue hostilities for P5. And this time I think Verstappen's going to get him before the DRS is even open. Side by side, down to the first corner. That's a great move if Verstappen can pull it off. And it looks like he's going to, but Perez is going to hold tight on the outside. If he stays there, he's got the DRS down into turn 3. He is going to stay there, and you watch this Mercedes grunt his way back past as we got a fight going on behind us, this lot. There you go, Perez right back past that Honda. And thank you very much, says Sergio. P, whatever it is, it's all mine. P5, all mine. Meanwhile, we've got Butler, Ricciardo, Hamilton and Hulkenberg here. Grosjean is gone, basically. He's off in the distance as there goes Devon Butler down the inside of Danny Rick. And that is for P7. Grosjean actually did lose a lot of time there. Where has Grosjean gone? I think Hamilton and Hulkenberg are exchanging pleasantries as well, as Alex Albon starts exchanging pleasantries with Robert Kubica for P16. And Albon's been going backwards pretty quickly. And Kubica, easy pass down into turn 1. That Mercedes giving it some grunt over the Honda engine. So it seems the Mercedes power car do have grunt down the main straight, which is always very helpful. As yeah, you can see on the minimap, we've actually gapped Sebastian Vettel, so I think Vettel did suffer some damage. He might be falling back into the clutches of Perez and Verstappen. So we'll keep an eye on that fight for you. Hopefully we can keep an eye on other fights as well. If any more fights are happening as we start the final lap of the race. There's a yellow flag behind us. What's going on there? I don't quite know what's going on there. I'm trying to have a look on the mini-map. I can't see anything. It looks like somebody's retired. There you can see him. That might be Perez. I don't want to say for sure, as we got Hamilton catching up with Devon Butler here. He might have a go at Ricciardo. I think that's Ricciardo. Yeah, no, it's Hulkenberg. Oh, it's Grosjean. I do apologise. Hamilton's going to get past Grosjean, and thank you very much. Move him up a position. So that's easy does it. Job done. We're coming into the castle section for the first time. We got a warning for exceeding the track limits. We didn't do it, ref! You can't prove it either. And I'll be adamant to that. But speaking of can't prove anything, out of turn 16, it's going to be a straight power to the line. But the young Monegasque driver, Charles Leclerc, he's going to take his first ever victory in Formula 1. His fist isn't in the air yet, it should be, because he's going to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And that'll be his first victory for Ferrari. He'll be there. Grazie ragazzi. Forza Ferrari. I'll be us one day. Maybe. I don't know. Could not be. But coming, Bottas got second. But look at this. It's a monumental day for us. Our first ever podium. P3, baby. We've held off the Ferrari charge. Oh, yes. You can't see it, but we are celebrating in Canada. Ah, super driving indeed, my man. Super driving.
Good job, you did really well. Super driving.
Ferrari have really pulled it out of the bag today. It's a great win. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today and the results speak for themselves.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. Let's have a quick look at how the driver standings have changed. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
I mean, can it be anyone else other than Danny Kvyat? His performance today really set him apart from the other drivers out there. He's got to be happy with how he's done here this weekend.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Wow. That's all you can say. Wow. Oh, incredible. Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc picking up his first victory for Ferrari. Valtteri Bottas in second. We finished third. It's not going to be enough for the objective. We're going to miss out by a point. Sebastian Vettel in fourth with the fastest lap as well. So GG's to him for that. Although he couldn't get past me. Sergio bringing over some good points for P5. So a 3-5 for Force India. That Mercedes. Then Verstappen, Hulkenberg, Hamilton finished 8th. Grosjean and Devon Butler rounding out the top 10. Now who was that other driver that retired? I'm trying to look at the list here with Gasly. I can't see... Oh, so it was Danny Rick that retired. We didn't see that, but I'm sure we'll find out what happened to them. But in the meantime, I think we should go and see that Scottish minx and see what she's got to say about that action, shall we? Oh dear.
Today. Let's have your thoughts.
Okay.
Your rivalry with your old F2 teammates seemed to get a little less friendly today.
Fuck you talking about? Yeah, let's go with that one.
Everything went your way today. It looked like you had a really good strategy.
That's not even a question. I should tell you to F off just for not asking me a silly question. But let's go with the team ends here, saying they pulled out all the stops.
Your team must be ecstatic.
I would hope they're static, because if not, then we're going to have a bit of a problem. Besides, that's not even a question. I'm just glad I can live up to their
You
expectations.
left a lot of paint on the walls today. Were you struggling for grip, or did you just
No, fuck you!
nudge some corners?
No comment! No comment, fuck you!
Appreciate your time.
Not me! Bitch thinks she is fucking trying to get some stupid questions out of me. Shut up, bitch! We're leading the way on everybody, which is good. I don't get me wrong, third place is a cracking finish for us, and we'll gladly take that all day, every day. It's not the finish that we wanted, though, so we don't get the 600 resource points, which we would have loved entirely. Just 1 point short, man. Just 1 point. China really screwed us over a bit there. But everyone's rip goes up. We go a little bit more into sportsmanship.
Podium. Well done. Keep pushing like this for the rest
Someone's driving out there. I think it's time to go and start a bit of a contract negotiation, shall we? Let's negotiate.
Time for us to renegotiate your contract. Here you can see the current deal. Once negotiations begin, the team will make you an offer. You can accept if you like, but I strongly suggest we push for better terms.
Well, I think the first thing that I want, we can keep level 2 on that. I definitely want level 3 here. Or maybe we'll just take level 2 for the moment, because we haven't got to the stuff yet. We'll just go with level 1, because that's something. We definitely want the resource points. Let's propose that contract, see what happens.
Okay, that proposal.
Negotiation successful. I could have got a little bit more if I wanted.
So it'll commence at the next race week.
Maybe I should have asked to become first driver ahead of Sergio. That would have been cheeky, wouldn't it? 670 resource points. So the new contract comes in at Spain. So when Spain comes, we're going to go for those aero upgrades, and we're going to go for them big time, let me assure you. So first order of business. Oh no, we got that. We did that after qualifying, didn't we? So we got 670 points to spend. What can we spend it on? What can we spend it on? What can we spend it on? Let's get the ICE upgraded, because the ICE needs it desperately. But don't tell them I said that. So yeah, that's all that, shall we say? And the ICE is looking pretty worn, 71% already. So we may have to take a new ICE, or what I might do is put the old ICE, i.e. this ICE, in for practice for Monaco, Spain and Canada, and then use a new ICE for onwards. And there's the championship. Hey, third place trophy. Get in, my son. So let's leave a like for finishing third. I want 10 likes off this video. Let's see if we can get it there, folks. And until next time, where we go racing around the circuit to Barcelona, Catalonia, which should be a good circuit for us, we will see you all next time. Goodbye.